Yeah, what the lick read, y'all. This your main guy out here, Pissy P. Anki, Lamb Lumumba, aka Blow Lambo from out the barrio. To hold them known as Inca knows, you hear me? Like if you like the video, if you dislike, you know what I mean? Leave a comment, the good, the bad, the indifferent, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to this channel. You know what I'm saying? And if you also like to help see the channel grow, you can leave a donation in my cash app at Lumumba16. That's Lamumba 16. Stankin' motherfuckers. So check the movie. White boy swang on Rose in Canada. But that's really clickbait. A white boy, he don't look like he really swung on. I'm admit that's clickbait, you know what I'm saying? But everybody want to admit that clickbait. I admit to it. But it looked like he more or less threw a drink on Rose, the biggest boss. Huh. You know what I'm saying? You know, Rose, that's one of my favorite rappers, man. And really, man, when y'all talk about the greatest rappers of all time, man, y'all need to be putting Rose in there, man. For real. Rose rap with an elegance. Most people is not rapping with an elegance like Rose, man. But back to the topic at hand. White boy looked like a man, this some bitch looked like a Hell's Angel. Or goddamn Nazi lowrider or Mongo. He looked like a biker. He was arguing with Rose. And then it looked like he took his drink and poured it on Rose. At that point, Rose began dropping them South Florida bees on him. Now, like I say, including me and other people may put it out, Rose got punched. But if you ask me, Rose looked like he did his stuff. Like they say in Atlanta, I mean not in Atlanta, in LA. Looked like Rose did his stuff. He basically shook him off him. And from that point, one of his security guards backed him up and stood in front of him, shielding him away from further violence, so to say. And the other security guard, I guess he only had 2 security guards. The other security guard, I guess he's still out there trying to swab. And in the mix, I guess somebody caught him real good. And he was down bad. And once they seen he was down bad and injured, that's when looked like 5, 6 guys began whooping on him, beat him like a slut, you know. And they were shouting things like, "You in my city, you in our city, you in our town," this, that, and the third. Now, I'm gonna get into the mistakes that was made. I'm gonna get into what could have been done better, you know. But the mistakes that was made, for one, matter of fact, fuck all that. What were the goddamn police? Well, on Earth, at least not in America, I've not seen, especially not no concert live backstage. Now maybe in the club you may not directly have police right there, but normally at things like that, cause that looked like they was at downtown Toronto or somewhere. You know, normally the police be backstage, so where would the police? You know, that's the first mistake. It should have been police, at least one officer on the scene. Second mistake is, it looked like Rose only had 2 security guards. He should have had at least 4, if not more. You know what I mean? He had the one guy shielding him. That's in front of him. But there was nobody in back of him. Somebody could have easily fired on the back of his head. You know what I'm saying? Now, while the homeboy was getting whooped on, Rose was being shielded by the other security guard. Now, in my heart, I feel like, hey man, y'all shouldn't have let y'all guys just got whooped on. Y'all should have got in it. But I'm gonna tell you the reason why. The main job is to secure the money. Rose was the money. Rose is being slowly taken out of the situation. You know, his security, he just looked like a big ass dude, man, you know, big and out of shape. Now, guys like that may be good for moving the crowd, but if you're gonna have security, they got to have some kind of special training. They should be skilled in martial arts, skilled in boxes. They should never be just some big ass dude. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Now, the mistake the security guard made when he got injured, he was down on one knee, holding his face. And when the people tried to bust their move, when they noticed that, boom, they locked in on him. And they got on his ass because they seen he was down hurting. He was on his knee holding his face. He should have gone and got the hell on up. You know what I'm saying? For instance, one time in my hood, as we was at the park, Joe James Park, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida, you know, we play fighting each other. We like used to do things like this, making each other tough. And it were 2 guys in my hood that were known for slamming people on their head. And that's the twins, Rube and Rashay. I think with Rube, who slammed me on my head. I don't know if you've ever been slammed on your head before. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. When you get slammed on your head, that's a very devastating blow. That will end the fight. That will, I guess, I don't know if this is the right word. I'm just say that would definitely disable you. And while I was on the ground, you know, holding my head like this, R.I.P. to Darnell, that was an older guy from my neighborhood. He got deleted a couple of years ago in Hilltop Village, which is Julio's I guess his original neighborhood. But anyway, I'm down holding my head, and Darnell just on the sideline watching us, you know, as us younger guys, because at this time we like 16, 17, 18. And Darnell, he probably was like, I don't know, maybe 23, 25 people older than us, you know. But Darnell was like, get your motherfucking ass up. Shit, bitch, you ain't get slammed on your head. But even though I wasn't ready to get up, by me hearing him say that, I got myself up. What he was doing was making me tougher. Because had that been a real situation, I'm somebody who's very important to the team, even though I got disabled. He was toughing me up to get up. Even though you hurt, you got to get up and shake it off. Because had that been a real situation, say that if there was a prison and I got slammed on my head and I'm steady down on the ground holding my head, now I'm getting shanked up with the candy bar. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting pulled out, you know. So that dude, even though he was injured, I'm not him. Everything just like watching a boxing match. You may see something and you be like, oh man, it was a fluke. Man, look here, you ain't the person getting hit. So I don't know what blow he took that had him down on his knee. But just because you down on your knee and hurt people is not going to have sympathy for you. He should have got up immediately. He was on the ground too long. By him being down like that for those few seconds, that made them focus in on him. Now, to the people who may try to make fun of Rose, this could be you anytime, any city. It ain't about being in Toronto. Okay, yeah, it jumped off because either he played that They Not Like Us, you know, or the DJ did. Who's to say that? That's what they saying. That probably wasn't the reason. They just probably were just some drunk motherfuckers out there starting shit, and you know, just want to get some brownie points off somebody who famous. You know what I'm saying? This happens all the time. It can happen at any time. It can happen to you. So all y'all who may not like Rose, be careful how you make fun of him, because this can be you at any time you at a show. The crowd can easily turn on you. Anytime you at a show or at a concert, you are at the mercy of that crowd. At any time, that crowd can rush the stage. That could be you. That could be Drake. Next time he's in Miami or anywhere in America. Because see, who's to say? And you could say crazy fans, but man, it don't be about the crazy fans. Some of these people just be wanting notoriety on the net. You know what I'm saying? But that could be Drake. Anytime he comes to Miami or any city, it could be people that's down to pay that back, knowing that somebody from America got jumped on in Toronto, in Canada. You know what I'm saying? Basically, they made a move on one of us. If it was because of the song, they made a move on one of us, like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's how you feel. We ride with Drake, okay. Well, we showing you we ride with Rose or Kendrick Lamar, because that could have been Kendrick Lamar. That's basically sending the message to him. This gonna be you. This could be somebody who take offense to that, you know. But like I say, man, I fuck with the biggest boss, man. He's one of the most, he's the most elegant rapper of all time. You may not say he's the best, the most lyrical, but as for just pure elegance, he's the most elegant rapper of all time. Just like he said Maybach music. He made Maybach music. You know what I'm saying? So for y'all out here that's getting on these things and making fun of people, say like when people like Fulio get killed, to the opposition laughing and making jokes. Instead of doing that, y'all need to be really, really viewing these situations and trying to figure out, how can I not let this happen to me? These videos need to be tools. Any rapper should see that and view, okay, how do I step up my security next time I'm at a show? You know, y'all really need to learn this stuff, man. And just like how boxers watch other boxers' fights, they watch their mistakes, they pay attention to what they do. Okay, after this, he keep dropping his guard. This is things, even as record companies, these are things record companies need to really sit down with their artists and go over with and figure out a way, because this is your money. How do I not let my money get hurt? You know, that one security that shielded Rose, he did the right thing. Rose shook the white boy off. The one security stepped in and stood in front of him, like I say, which left nobody in the back of him. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all need to be paying attention to. The front was protected, but not the back. But now, as he protecting the money, they gotta watch, one of they guys get beat on like a slut. You know what I mean? So, like I say, man, instead of making fun, man, y'all need to be learning from things like this, man. Pissa Pianki, Lamb Lumumba, Blow Lambo, about the barrio. The hoes I'm known as Inca Nose. Like, share, subscribe, and fuck with the boy.